you're a professional?
Are you?
That's it, Clark. Show him who's boss.
Oh, we're all in this together.
Griswold gang, what is going on? Welcome back. Thank you guys for being here. I'm excited to bring this video to you guys today. We are going to go through the SPY trade today that I called out on Twitter. I gave you guys a heads up, okay? So if we go to Twitter, I told you guys there's an inside bar set up on the SPY time frame to the downside. If you jump in, make sure you know where your targets are. Okay, so I gave you this play. This bar right here was the live bar. And what it ended up happening, if we go back to the hourly chart on TradingView, if you guys don't use this platform or you want to use this platform, if you're looking for a platform to use to look at charts, there's a link in the description down below. That link will give you a free 30-day trial and then up to $30 off if you decide to get a subscription, okay? So back to this chart, we ended up going double inside bar. And you know this for a fact just by looking at it because the Griswold Strat indicator paints the inside bars yellow for you, and when we have a double inside bar, it highlights them blue. Okay, so you guys know exactly what this play is right here. It's bolded. It's right in front of you. You can't miss it. That's what the Griswold Strat indicator does, and if you're looking for that, there's also a link in the description for that. It gives you a bunch of other things as well. It's 25 bucks. Gives it to you for lifetime. It's a one-time payment, and the link is in the description below in order to get this, okay? So double inside bar on the SPY, 1 hour chart. I waited for this break. We broke to the upside, okay? Our trigger was at 385.36. I took 386 calls at 68 cents a piece. If we hop down to the 5, because that's the way I like to trade. I heard OG Trade say he does his on the 15. I just prefer the 5, and he said it on Twitter Spaces. There's no one way to trade properly, okay? Everybody's got their own thing that works for them. This is what works for me. You guys have to find out what works for you, okay? So this was our trigger on the hourly, this yellow line, and this bar at 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. my time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, we broke that trigger, okay? And we hit first targets. This green line, it did exactly what it was supposed to do, and at that point, realistically, you could have been in or out of the trade, but there wasn't a whole lot of movement. It was only about 20 cents, okay? So I didn't take profit at the 20-cent mark. I waited, and then we came back down, opened here on the next 5-minute bar, came back down. This guy's breaking this trigger, and I know I tell you guys a lot of times to use your trigger as the stop loss. For me to use that only at 5 pennies, it's not worth it for me. My stop loss, if I'm looking at this, is in this range right down here. If we would have retraced anywhere from here to the bottom of this candle, at that 385, right around that 385 range, okay? 385, 385.15, somewhere in that range. If we retraced back to there, I probably would have got out of the trade, and that would have been it for me. But it didn't. It came down, like I said, 6 cents, 5 cents, somewhere in that range, and then we started moving back up, okay? So at this point, up here is where I took my first profit, and my first profit was 38%. And no, we didn't hit targets again, but we did hit the first target, and at 38%, I sold half, okay? I'll take that 38% all day, and then my stop loss now, because I've taken that profit, becomes that first target, okay? So now I know I'm for sure leaving with profit right across the board. This is no longer, this trigger or below is no longer my stop loss, okay? Now I'm at this target or above, depending on what happens. So here we have a TTO. It's what they call a TTO, okay? Triangle, they out. Up, down, and then back up again. Okay, triangle, they out. It makes basically a little triangle. You can see my hand moving here, this little cursor. That's the triangle. Triangle, they out. And we continue trending up. Now I put these little pink lines in because as this thing moved up and got higher and higher and higher, I moved my stop losses higher and higher and higher. And that's all you guys need to do. You don't need to get out of the trade because it doesn't give you a option or a signal to get out of the trade. Here you guys could have gotten out of this trade here, and that's your risk management, what you guys want to do. But I had taken 38%. I was okay if this ran back down to here and I only was left with, 12% on the second half. I would have been okay with that. And that's what you guys have to be able to do. You guys have to be okay with what you are doing in your trading. I can't tell you how to do it. I can show you different ways to do it and where you could get out. And you guys have to decide how you want to play it, okay? So TTO here, and we start trending back up. Okay, so I put this pink line in here to show you where my next stop loss would have been. Okay, so I mark it there, and we just continue going up. Then we have this inside bar. If this inside bar would have come back down here, I would have been out, but it didn't. It stayed inside bar. Then we opened up here. So what happens? I move my stop loss. So realistically, this just gets moved right up there. Okay? That's your new stop loss. Then we continue up again. And could I have taken profits up here? This would have given me over 100% on my last half of my contracts. And I probably could have taken it. I didn't. I wanted it to hit this target. I was looking for that target to be hit. But I had my stop loss in place. So whether it hit there or hit here, it didn't matter to me. Okay? I was already 38% up on the first half, and looking at where we were on here, I was already way above that 38%, so I'm okay. I'm okay not taking it up here because it didn't give me a signal to sell. Okay? So then this bar closes and we open here. So what happens? I move the stop loss up again, just like that. Okay? So now this is your stop loss, and what happens? It comes back down, sell at 109, and a purchase at 68 and a sell at 109. I ended up being 49% on this play. I think that's what it was. Let me go double check here. Yes, 49%, 45 minutes. So the second half of that 50% was a 60% return when I sold up here, okay? So a 38% return on the first half, 60% return on the second half, 49% total when you average them out. So 50% gain on that, guys, in 45 minutes. You can't get anything easier than this. The candlesticks told us exactly what to do, when to get in, when to get out, and we were done with the trade, done for the day. This was the only trade I took. I was too busy in the morning to take some of those bangers on CCL that we had with the double inside bar. I missed it. I wish I would have got it. I missed it. This was the only trade I took, and it was 49% done for the day. I could be done for the first half of the week, really, if I wanted to. And that's it. We're in and out, and we're done. 45 minutes, goodbye. Go do what you want with the rest of your day. Okay? That's the play, guys. SPY, 1 hour chart, double inside bars. I hope you guys caught it. I called it out. I hope you guys caught it. I know some of you did because you were tweeting at me and DMing me telling me you took it on your lunch hour and you caught it. So good for you guys. I'm glad you caught some of it or something out of it or got something out of it, and it was a win for you guys, okay? Don't forget about the indicator down below. Trading View indicator link down below. Stay tuned, guys. We've got the daily watch list coming out as well. If you guys are watching this way into the future, well, that watch list doesn't mean anything to you guys. But as always, good luck in your trading, guys. If you have questions, you can ask me on Twitter at Mr. Clark Griswold, and we will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.